Yay Media Group.
Hey guys, it's Stephanie.
I'm Trey.
This is your weekly dose of BS.
So we just got back from Montana, and for some reason, my TikTok feed is full of people talking about how Glacier National Park has had a record number of bear attacks this year.
I didn't even know that.
I didn't know that either. And I was like, why are you telling me that now, TikTok, that I'm home? Honestly, probably for the best. I am not a nature person. If you see me in nature, I'm lost.
That's 100% true. He wanted me to go with him to Glacier. He said, I've already been a few times. So he came with a few buddies and he said, we want to go to Glacier. I said, well, great for you.
Was not me. Zach's friend Ryan wanted to go to Glacier. And I've been to your house probably 5 times. Going to Glacier has never crossed my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Mind
it's
you,
beautiful.
That's why a lot of people fly into that airport specifically to go to Glacier. The idea of flying somewhere, sitting on a plane with my tent, and then I have to go live out in the woods after I took a perfectly good airplane to a destination seems like such a waste to me. Like, what a waste of a trip. So
I don't think most people go to Glacier with a tent to sleep. I think
there were a lot of tents.
I think people just kind of go as a day trip, or at least people. I mean, we went both times as a day trip. I would never.
We have people that are flying in, like if they don't live. I don't know. There were a lot of people that were clearly there to stay and wanted to go do all the trails. So this has never been something I have wanted to do, but Zach's friend wanted to do it, and I was like, you know what? I'm not going to complain, and I'm going to go. And we went, first of all, it was an hour drive. But honestly, thank God we went when we did, because we left at like 4:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
It was only an hour. But had we left at like 6 or 7, we'd have sat in traffic for 2 hours, which is just the wildest thing that we're sitting, in traffic to go see the trees. But we hiked. It rained the whole time. God was crying that I was out there is how I saw it. Didn't get attacked by a bear, probably because bears, don't like to get wet. Same, girl. But I was wet and I was cold, but I did it. Thank God I didn't get attacked by a bear, though.
So, local tip to people traveling to Whitefish, Montana, or who want to go see Glacier, go early. Like, I have friends who live there, so I always message them before I do anything on my own. I say, hey, this is your life, not mine. So what's the best way to do this? I knew from the beginning I was not going to go to Glacier with them, but they did not know that. So I gave them but I wanted to give them like good advice, right?
And it was great advice because
it was amazing. Yes.
Not kidding. Had we not gone when we did, we would have sat in traffic for 2 hours, which is nuts.
Their advice was make sure you get there no later than 6 a.m. if you want to go to Glacier. Get there before the gates open and everybody who bought the day passes are coming.
Yeah, because it was also free.
Because
there was no one there to man the booth.
Free.
So we just drove
Nobody's
on through.
there. You can get in and out. You pretty much have it to yourself at 6 a.m. And they said by the time you do everything that you want to do and you are leaving, an influx of people will be coming. So you can actually take all the pretty pictures and videos and everything that you want and you have it to yourself, to where if you try to go later, you will be in line for hours. It will be just a mess of people. So it's just started. So I feel like a lot of people love to go there in the summer. If you're one of them, that is my recommendation for you. You're very, very welcome. It makes a difference.
It was beautiful, but I will say walking back on the trail we took, and I don't know what the trail was. If you're going to Glacier, sort like easiest to hardest, and I was up at the easiest category. But walking back, there were a lot of people coming through our trail too, and I was like, oh, this would piss me off if we're, squeezing through trees and there's just like all these people on both sides. Wouldn't have thrilled me.
Yeah. So it was nice. But Trey asked me the day before. Travis was like, I'm not going. Travis and I have been a few times. He's like, no, I'm good. I'm not going to go. And then Trey was like, Stephanie, I was like, I do not want to give a 4:30.
She said, I'm going to pray for y'all.
You have fun
from here.
You have so much
And then I asked Cruz, and Cruz was like, yeah, I'll go. And I was like, okay, great. I'm going to knock on your door at 4:30. He was like, oh, never mind. I'm going to stay home.
Yeah, Cruz is usually down, but at 4:30 is... Now, if you were going to take him fishing, he would have gotten up, but...
Yeah, he was like, so my sleep score lately has not been great. And I was like, okay.
But it was super fun. It's beautiful. It was raining quite a bit.
It was cold.
It was yeah, but
Montana got snow.
It was It was nice
in
though.
July.
And now we're here and it's 100 degrees in Dallas. So Okay, Trey, I was on TikTok the other day and I saw this new, I don't even think it's a new dating app. I just saw this dating app. I've never used a dating app because it was before my time and I was married, thank God, by the time this stuff came out. But you are young.
What was it called?
Ish. It is called.
Ish?
Courted. Have you heard of this dating app?
No.
Okay. So it's called Courted. And I want to get I have a very strong opinion on this, but I want to get your opinion, okay?
Okay.
And there was these people talking, and what it is, there's a feature on this app where women set a getting ready fee. So the man has to pay this before the first date.
Wait, he has to pay what?
A getting ready fee. So if you want to go out on a date with this girl that you've never met, you have to pay a getting ready fee.
You're reimbursing her for the makeup she's applying?
So
honestly, yes.
The man pays before the first date, before he even meets her.
It sounds a little prostitution-y.
The idea is that it covers things like hair, makeup, nails, a new outfit, or any other cost of getting ready. The payment is made before the date and the amount is chosen by the woman. The founders say it's meant to encourage serious intentions and compensate women for the time and expense of preparing for the dates.
Okay.
Yes. What do you think?
Sounds a little escorty. I see their viewpoint on that and why. Yeah, but I don't know that I would ever pay. I mean, yeah, no.
Okay, I think if you are on this, I mean, if my boys were on an app like this and they had to pay a girl a fee for her to even meet them and go on a date with them so she could get ready, I would say this is not the girl for you. I think it's very transactional.
Yeah.
It's kind of gross. It is a little escorty.
I would feel like, okay, so like if one girl's like, $30, but another girl's $200, I'm like, well, what all do you have to do for us to go to dinner? Like, that's a lot.
Yeah, I don't know.
And like, if you're $200 to go to dinner, how much are you to maintain a year? That's no.
But also most
how much
women,
are these? How much are? What's the fee?
I don't know. I've never why don't you get on and look? Get on and look. Do you want me to just ask my chat GPT what the normal fees are?
It's called what?
Courted. COURTED. What are that normal fees? But no, I mean, some girls on TikTok were thinking it was a very great idea because they have to spend all this money to get. I feel like I would spend that money anyway. Like I don't really, even when I was younger, I didn't do my nails and hair, get my hair highlighted for a date. I would kind of do that because it's normal keep up. And then also, even whenever Travis and I were dating, I had clothes. I didn't need to go buy something new every time. I just think it's very interesting. I would never want my boys to date a girl that had them pay to meet her.
Yeah, I'm trying to find prices. I'm not finding anything great.
Does it say like the average? Or I guess maybe it couldn't.
No, but now I'm very curious how much this woman cost.
I would guess between $250 to $500.
What?
I don't know if I mean,
really?
Like, I think if a girl's setting it up, they would set up about that. I feel like that's a price. You think more or less?
That's a lot. I'm like $30.
I think if a girl is on this app, they're also wanting to make a little bit of money. So I feel like it's not your typical girl.
I'm trying to find a video that has like a price on it. Now, I feel like what would make a little more sense is like putting a deposit down. Like if you don't show up for the date, you owe me $50.
That's a good, yeah. There's nothing worse than
that feels less like you're a prostitute, right?
How many times is that? That would be, I would never recover. I'm going to be honest. If I was single and yeah, I would never, I think I would just be like, I would just in my mind be like, oh my God, this man walked in, he saw me and thought, oh, that's hideous and walked out. Like I would just, it would, yeah.
No, I feel like.
Do you use dating apps? Did you ever get stood up?
No, I was never stood up.
What was the weirdest thing that somebody expected from you? Or was there like any weird things with dating apps or no?
I mean, not that I remember, but I feel like they were all just not. I mean, I think a dating app is good for like finding new connection, but a dating app is also going to give you what you put into it. So like you have to, I don't know. I also just feel like at this point there's so many and they're so diluted that the options aren't amazing on those dating apps, which I think is also kind of just the general consensus around dating apps. Like my friend Jordan is on every dating app. Somehow, actually, he got banned from a dating app or two. I'm like, how did you do that?
By the way, I'm not surprised.
He didn't really give a full explanation, but yeah, I just feel like I don't know, maybe the dating pool's not great. Who knows? I don't know. Not my problem because I got a husband. Thank God. But we can take a break real quick. We'll be right back.
Okay. I found how much people ask for.
Ooh, okay.
Okay. So based on early discussions, people ask for $50 to $100 for basic hair, makeup, or Uber.
Oh, okay.
$100 to $250 is probably the most common range people speculate and ask for. The people that ask for $250 to $500 are wanting more luxurious dates, or women who regularly spend on professional. So if they want professional hair and makeup and an outfit, and $500 plus are more the high end users, intentionally trying to filter for affluent men.
Okay, but that's not a reimbursement at that point.
No, like, that's you saying, if this man can pay me $500 to go on a date with him, then
now you're an escort.
You are. Yes, you are.
Like $20-$30 sounds like a reimbursement.
So no, I agree. I'm again not single, but I do have boys that are approaching that like little lovely dating age, because Chance is going to be 17 this week and Cruz is 15. And I always think about that. Like, first of all, I would hate for my boys to ever date somebody who had expected them to pay for like them to get ready on a first date. I think that's just very transactional and weird. It's just not, there's nothing romantic about it. Right. However, in our household, Travis and I are very, 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 very much about like old fashioned values. Like, if my kid ever had a girl pay for lunch or dinner, if they ask a girl out, they are expected to pay. And if they don't, I would be mortified, because that's like, I think, a very traditional thing that I've never paid for anything when Travis and I were, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just I think you need to court a girl. I think that's very, very, very important. By the way, this is mommy and daddy's credit card, right? But even when my kids go with girls who are their friends, say there's Chance and 3 friends that are girls, this is a little over the top, but Travis and I do say, if you're with a group of girls, even, you pay for all the girls. Like, if
might be a little over the top,
having dinner or whatever, like, we just are very much like, if it's a girl, pay for it. And that's something that Travis is. If
I was a girl, I'd be like, ladies, let's see what Chance is doing tonight. We're going to dinner.
That's friends with Chance, have her go to dinner. Yeah, but it's like very, like, I just feel like it's a very important thing for a guy to know to take care of. And I think even when it comes to marriage, like, I want him to feel like, I want my kids to provide for their wives as well. Like, I want them to think like, okay, I'm going to work hard. I'm going to have, I think it's a very important thing to teach them at a young age. I cannot say that I've ever been on a date. And I think I was somebody from a very different time period than now. But I will say, I didn't get married till I was 27. And I really had never in my life dated a guy who did not, like, take me on dates. Like, I never dated a guy that was like, the check came and they were like, do you want to go Dutch? I would think that was such a weird thing, if I'm being honest. Never, ever have I ever dated a guy. And I would not want to marry a guy if it started out where he did not, like, want to court me. Yeah. Like, I like a guy who who, like, will want to take me out. And I don't know how it is with you. I feel like you were probably the courting person. Yeah. Because you seem to be, like, more of that type. But
I'm more the man in the relationship is what you're saying?
Yeah, like, more the man in the, and that one way. But I've really never have I ever dated a guy that did not, like, pick up a check whenever we were dating.
I've had a couple girlfriends who have told me stories. One of them, she had a guy was coming over to her house to pick her up, and it was a first date, and she was still getting ready. And so he was a little early, and she opened a door in her hallway, and it had all of her purses in it. And mind you, this guy had been there for like maybe 2 minutes at this point. And she opened this closet to, like, grab a bag, and he was like, oh. And she was like, what? And he was like, I can't afford you. And she was like, I don't need you to afford me. I can clearly afford myself. and her purses turned him off. And then I had another girlfriend that went to, but obviously for her, she was like, okay, if that makes you insecure that I have a Chanel bag, then don't worry about it. Like, we're good. I had another girlfriend that went on a date, and the waiter came, and had one of those tablets where you pay right there. And the guy was like, do you want to split it? And she was like, no. And she pulled out her card and handed it to the waiter, and she was like, I got it. And he was like, oh, no, that's not what I was saying. And she's like, it was. So she covered, and obviously never talked to him again.
I just think it's like there's something about being cool. And I think that from what I've seen just on the people online, like the youth online, that is a lost thing. Like, I really do. It's a lost art. Like, I really think courting somebody and like I like being, taking them on dates, being romantic, being,
But also that's something that should like never stop. Like, you should never stop dating your spouse.
Yes. To this day, I don't think I've ever, I love Travis. The other day I offered to pay for dinner for something and he was like, no, you've never paid. No, I got it, Stephanie. But I've never, like, even to this day, like, besides gifts, Travis has never been like, take me out on a date. Well,
no, same.
And I would have with his credit card.
It gives me butterflies whenever Zach pays. It's coming out of our joint account, but I'm just like, that was so nice.
It's so sweet. But I did see this TikTok that was very interesting. It was a lady who was older than me, so in her 50s, and she was single for the first time in a long time, and her husband passed away. And she got back on the horse and started dating. And she went on a date with this guy. She met him on a app. And she said that he was like all about her, very, like, oh, you're so beautiful, da 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 da. I want to take you out, right? So they meet up, I think she said around like 3 or 4, and she said they had the best time, and they met at a park, right? So then she said, kind of, it kept getting later and later, and she had brought up, oh, do you want to go? To like grab some food, because it was way past where she would normally have dinner. And he was very offended that she would expect him to pay for her to eat, and he did not want to take her to dinner. But he did want to meet some friends for dinner. And then he said, listen, I'm going to meet my friends and I'll meet you afterwards. But in no way was he wanting to pay for her. And he was very offended that she would even ask if he wanted to go eat, because he felt like she wanted him just to buy her a dinner. I thought that was very interesting, and it made me realize that like dating must be horrible if this is the kind of people that. And then he made a whole TikTok about how she wanted
in your 50s. Like, I don't think you're going on a date for free food.
Yeah, it's so crazy. So between courted and that, I'm like, it's got to be rough out there.
Yeah.
So no wonder Jordan
is single. We got to take a break real quick. We'll be right back. So we got home from Montana, and Zach got on a flight the next day to go to Mexico for was it Mexico versus England game?
I don't even know. There's so many. I watched the game last night.
There are so many games. I'm like, when is this over? Like, I
think soon, because I said, Travis, what's the finale? And do you want to go to it? And he said, Stephanie, we're doing something during the finale. We can't.
When is the finale?
I think it's like in the next few weeks.
Is that in New York?
I think so. Yes, I believe that's what Travis told me.
I think Zach has been to what I feel like is every FIFA game. And I think their grand finale is in New York. But what do they win? Is there like a...
I think it's a cup. I think it's like a trophy.
Oh, that would make sense.
I think it's like a trophy.
It's the World Cup. Okay.
I don't know. I just know we watched it last night. I made dinner, and then I'm making ribs for the first time. I have my ribs in the fridge for 24 hours. I'm doing this recipe, and I had to take the membrane off the ribs, and it was like the amount of ChatGPT-ness I needed to get me through it. I was like, how do I do this? You should just go to
Central Market. They do that for you.
Do they? Well, because I bought them at Tom Thumb, and it was not an option. So yes. I should do that. So anyway, but I got it handled. I was like, Lord, help me. So anyways, but we watched the World Cup, and we watched like I think it was US versus, I don't even know who. And the US lost. Travis was very devastated. But
Brazil?
Yeah,
No.
I think it was
Maybe?
Brazil. Yeah. I saw them losing a mile away, if I'm being honest. Because I felt like Brazil was just working harder than us.
I don't know. The U.S. has done really well. Like, I feel like we didn't know that we played soccer at all until this happened.
But I think we need to be a little,
We should be a little, more proactive and start a team or something. I don't know who would be on it, but they should, do that.
We need to get a little bit more.
Yeah. Zach's sister and her family just moved here, and they wanted to go watch the game. They were like, what should we do? They wanted to come to our house and watch it. And I was like, no. I said, we need to do the most American thing we can think of and go watch this at the local Texas Roadhouse, which is what we did. A great place to watch a game.
I love Texas Roadhouse.
You do?
I do. I love Texas Roadhouse. Yes.
Nothing will excite me more than somebody like, you want to go to absolute. I always want to go to Texas Roadhouse.
Best rolls.
The best rolls.
Yes. I love Texas. Trey, that's where I go when I go home and see my parents.
I love the and I will drive. I will drive 20, 30 minutes for Texas Roadhouse because it's worth it.
I have had so many birthdays when I'm in with visiting my parents at Texas Roadhouse.
Remember they
used to
smash the peanuts on the ground? I don't know why we got rid of that. Maybe it was a health hazard or a safety hazard.
About that. Yes.
Yeah, remember you used to drop the peanuts? They just give you a bag and a bucket. I'm like, no, I want to trash the place.
It's always so packed.
Oh my gosh, it's so busy. Funny enough, just like restaurant nerd talk. So restaurants like Chick-fil-A, McDonald's, Arby's, they're down, but restaurants like Texas Roadhouse, Chili's, they're up like a good like 10 to 15% because people, one, you can get a meal at Texas Roadhouse where you're going to pay for a combo at Chick-fil-A. It's $12 either way, but also you get those rolls. I love the Texas Roadhouse.
I do think Texas Roadhouse has really, really good food. I mean, I think their steaks are good. Their rolls are amazing. I like
cheap,
their food.
It's good.
Great. It's reasonable.
The loaded sweet potato, makes me happy.
I've never had that, but
They cover it in marshmallows and the honey butter. Oh, it's so good.
However,
makes me want to go tonight.
I used to really like Chili's. I used to think they had the best food. I ate at Chili's.
What happened to you? You don't like it anymore?
I don't like it as much. I felt like it was better.
I would agree with that.
Back in the day.
It used to be better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had not eaten Chili's in years and years and years. And I ate Chili's. This was about a year ago for the first time in forever. On my way, when my grandmother was sick, on my way to Oklahoma with my cousin. And it was not what I remembered. I remembered it being so much better than it was. But Texas Roadhouse is still super good. Like it doesn't change. It's really good.
I think you need to try a Chili's again.
Well,
Chili's. That's what an establishment.
So Trey, how was your kitchen? Remember last time we did this? By the way, I went on a 2-week trip. We did not record for 2 weeks. We recorded everything in advance. So I'd like the audience to know this. That way you don't think I'm being hard on him because I'm pretty sure last
I'm not
time
in charge. Well, I kind of.
You are. Last time we were in, maybe it's been at least 3 weeks.
Yes.
You said, oh, this kitchen is going to be done on Friday.
Yep.
So Trey.
It's not done. My cabinets came in while we were gone, and my contractor knows how important my kitchen being done is to me. And for some reason, instead, we painted the outside of the house while I was gone. I was like, oh, well, I feel like we could have reallocated that time. But you know what my actual problem is? And he was kind of honest with me about this the other day. The people that make the cabinets, one, they were behind on a project that was ahead of us. Two, they also went to Mexico for 2 weeks for these FIFA games.
Oh, okay.
Like half of his staff did. And I was like, well, that's not my problem. But it is. So I have cabinets now. I'm just waiting on countertops.
So all your uppers and your lowers are in,
yes.
and you just don't have countertops. What about all your appliances?
Appliances get delivered next Monday, which they were supposed to be delivered yesterday. I don't know why they got pushed, but for some reason they pushed my delivery date a whole week. So I have a fridge. I still have an air fryer and a microwave.
That's exciting.
I'm just really excited for a range. When we went to Montana and I saw Stephanie's range, I almost cried. I said, I remember when I had one of those.
I do.
And you know what? We cooked almost the entire trip because I was like, oh, I miss this.
I know. Thank God, because I was so over by the time they got there. I was like, I am so done cooking.
Why, dude, she had been there like 2 days.
No, we had been there a whole week before you got there.
Oh, were you?
Yeah. You guys came halfway through.
Oh.
And yeah.
Yeah, I was just like, oh, look, an oven. Yes. Things we can do with that.
Oh my God. And I have a good system in Montana.
Yeah.
Not so much here.
You have a really good kitchen. It's just big.
Yeah, it's a good kitchen in Montana. Here, I have to buy things. Like I keep buying things. Like yesterday, I went to Whole Foods I get my dog food there. Don't ask. I got it once and my dogs liked it and it's very overpriced. So now I have to go back and continue to get the same thing or they will have problems in this rental. So,
Diarrhea?
Yeah. So anyway, and it's not like the big Purina dog food. Like I have to buy 3.
Oh, good Lord.
It's very expensive, but they like it. And that's, I guess, the only thing that matters. So I have to go to Whole Foods for dog food.
You know what I love about your kitchen, Montana, is the amount of, and we did this in our house too because of that. Well, also, this is just how your ChatGPT made it. The amount of space you have between your island and the range. Like we have, I think normal is like 3 feet and we have 5 feet. So 2 people can pass, which is nice.
It's very nice. Yeah, you're going to love it.
You're going to have more cooks in the kitchen that way.
Yes. Yes.
Well, on that note, we got to go.
Thank you guys so much for listening and supporting. You can follow me at Steph Holman on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok.
You can follow me at Trey_Stewart. You can follow our podcast at BS the Podcast. You can watch us on YouTube at Weekly Dose of BS.
Bye.
Bye.
Yay Media Group.